Right, let's get into it. For those of you that are still confused about what's happening in South Africa, the gimmicks from the white farmers that's happening in South Africa, watch this video.
Is there a white genocide in South Africa?
No, there's no sign of it, never has been. In fact, whites are economically the strongest group. They benefited from democracy more than anybody else, 64%.
And if you still are confused and you want to start diving deep into the topic of what's really happening in South Africa, I advise you to watch this one as well.
Farmers are being killed in South Africa.
It's an interesting way that you've asked that question. I don't think the issue is what's happening in South Africa. I think the issue is what's being peddled about what's happening in South Africa. If you watch today's engagement, let me get to the point first. If you watch that entire engagement, the recognition, the painful recognition, the startling truth of...
Now, if you are confused and you have not heard about the song that they've blown out of proportion now, that Joseph Malema has been chanting, that was being chanted in the stadium, that song is a war song, and that's the song that led to the genocide. Watch it. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. Now, this is why I tell the whites in South Africa, the white farmers in South Africa, South Africans just want their land back. How difficult is this to understand? How difficult is it to understand? How do you walk into another man's land and you own more land more than the man? The one who owns the land. You own more land than him. How do you do that? How does that even work? Is it me traveling now to America and going to own more land than Donald Trump, than not Donald Trump, an original American? Is it going to be possible for me to buy all those lands? Or how did I acquire it? That's the question we should be asking ourselves here. So for those people who's probably thinking, oh yeah, genocide really happened, there's nothing like that. Those things are props. So those songs you're listening to, kill the boy, kill the farmer, kill the boy, no, that's not true. Those songs were songs that were chanted long time ago. I won't say Joseph Malema was instigating them to kill the farmer, kill them. That's not what he was saying. He was trying to rev their spirit to understand, we own this land. It's not saying them to go and start killing people. No, I'm not saying for those lives that were lost. I'm not saying those lives that were genuinely lost. I'm not saying we should not, we should excuse that. But what I'm saying here is, we need to all sit back and understand what is happening here. Yes, Trump, Elon, they know how Trump got into office. Do you know what's really paining me? We see every day black workers die in the hands of white farmers.
So I was attacked on a farm. I was attacked. I had my little girl with me. She was 6 years of age. And they tried to kill us, opened fire on us right away in the house. I killed 3 of them.
And nothing is being reported about it in South Africa. He clearly saw Errol Musk's father coming out to say he shot and killed 3 black South Africans. And nothing was done about it. There was no report. He came out to say it. He confessed to it. But nothing was being reported about it. But this whole genocide thing, it didn't happen. It never happened. These are all props. It never happened. But because Elon Musk is close to the office, to the Oval Office, he's 5 and 6 with Donald Trump, hence the reason why you saw that the American president can literally just ambush a whole South African president and start schooling him and talking to him as if this is an headmaster talking to a prefect. What's that? What is even that? If it was me, if it was Donald Trump will walk out of that meeting. He will walk out. Simple as that. So I didn't know why the South African president sat there and was listening to him. Because it did not happen. The song they are referring to that Joseph Malema was chanting, I didn't see that song as song that he was revving off his people to go and kill the farmers or kill the boy. No, that song, it was just a song they were chanting that it's what has happened before. So, what this narrative they are peddling is a way of a big cover-up. Yes, I think the South African has offended Trump on his policy on the Palestinians. If you don't know what this is, that's what I think it is. That's where all these prop and these gimmicks are coming in. Hence the reason why Trump is coming up with these policies on South Africa. And that's why all this ambush is happening. So, South Africans, if I was in your shoes, this is the time for me to stand up and support my own. Honestly. Speak up. Speak up. You need to speak up. And this idea of Trump saying white farmers are relocating to America. White farmers live in America. They won't. The real big farmers in South Africa will never leave South Africa. No way. Their life in South Africa is better off the life they will go and live in America. Yes, the ones that are living in South Africa now to America are the ones that are struggling. The ones that are struggling. The ones that are living like an average South African. Those are the ones that are running away. So, listen. If you believe what Trump is saying, the joke is on you. The joke is absolutely on you. So, trust what I'm telling you now. The real white farmers in South Africa are never going to leave. So, the issue of genocide in South Africa has never been there, has never happened, never did. So, let's just let this be and support our own. Now, let me tell you why South Africans are fighting. Yes? South Africans are fighting for equal distribution of wealth. That's what they're fighting for. Yes? Because 80% of the wealth in South Africa are still owned by the whites. So, an average or a black man working in South Africa, an average black South African or a black South African is being paid by the white person. So, there's no equal distribution of wealth. And even in the way they live. Like, this is so different. Like, if you come to Nigeria now, you will find out that the people that owns the largest share of the business are black people. Someone like Dangote owns cement, owns refinery, owns this and owns that, owns sugar. But he's a black man, he's from Nigeria. But in South Africa, you see somebody from Belgium, someone from Germany, someone from America, someone from Britain, owning wealth. Where does that even happen? So most South Africans live in townships. Yes? But the white farmers, the white people who really own the wealth in South Africa live in an affluent town. That's where they live in. So all they are saying is, let the wealth be distributed equally. That's all. So when you hear people like Joseph Malema coming to lead the fight and said, let's make things equal, I don't think it's even a bad thing, you know. That's not what if we find someone like that in Nigeria, absolutely, I'll be happy. This is exactly the same thing Sir Robert Mugabe was fighting for in Zimbabwe. Let's open things up. Let's make it equal. Bring the farm that you got long time ago. Let's share it so that we can all enjoy it and live together in peace and harmony. Because you're already here. So we can't chase you away, but we just want a situation where we redistribute it and everybody can have something equal. That was the reason why Mugabe was bad. If you don't know what happened now. That's the reason why they were trying to remove him. They've been trying to take him out all this while. Right? So, sorry about using the word bad. That's not true. That's the reason why they've been trying to remove him. That's the reason why they put sanction here and sanction there. Don't forget, most of these laws were put during the apartheid, which favors the white man, not the black man that actually owns the land. Most of these mines, the mine you're seeing, that belongs to South Africans, are being owned by these white people. The same thing that was happening in Zimbabwe. So, it only favors the white community. It doesn't favor the black man. So, when people like Joseph Malema is coming out saying, let's redistribute it. Let's open it up so that we're not chasing you out. We just want to redistribute it. So everybody can be happy and live together in peace and harmony. But they're not saying no. So people like Trump and Elon, they're all coming out to then try and navigate the way and, turn the people hand back and still collect it from the hand. It's not going to work. South African, don't sleep and don't play. In the word of Malema, there is no known farmers, Afrikaans, that has been killed in South Africa. Yes, all they are saying is, bring back the land, let's redistribute it. That is just the truth. Let's start having conversation around this topic, around these issues. Because you can't come to our land and you get this land through the back door. And now you still own it and you don't want to share. South Africans, start supporting yourself. Start supporting the fight to get this conversation heard. Start supporting the fight to make sure, the move to make sure these people return your land back and let's share it. All South Africans are saying, we want our land back. Just bring it back. That's all. And if that is too difficult for them to understand, then there's a problem. Then you're looking for then the white farmers are looking for problem. So because this can't happen in their land, so we are not going to allow them to do that in our land. But I'm yours truly, Sorted, all the way from Nigeria. I'll be standing with South Africa, through thick and thin. I will be waiting for you in the comment section. Let's get the fight going. Let's keep the conversation going. South Africans, you've got my heart. Love you. See you in the comment section.